and welcome to another After Effects tutorial. Today's tutorial will be on how to make a simple intro for your YouTube movies or any kind of other movies. So, to do this intro, I got downloaded a special font, but that's all optional. If you don't want it, you can use some normal font or that you already have downloaded, and a background of cracky ice or cracky ice wall, something like that. Just Google it, you'll find it very fast. So, to get started, let's go. First thing you have to do is create your composition. So, go to composition, new composition, name it whatever you want. The name doesn't really matter that much. I'm gonna name my Ice Age, and after you name it, the size doesn't matter, only this thing. I made it an HDV format, pixel aspect ratio, and length of the movie should be around 10 seconds. Okay, now you're done with your composition, press OK. Now we have to create a new solid. So to create a new solid, you have to go to a layer, new solid. Okay, name it also whatever you want, it doesn't matter. Make it a comp size and make it black color. Okay, press OK. Now you're done with your solid. Now when you have your composition and solid done, you have to import the image that you downloaded. So this is my image, and just put it on the screen. It should automatically center it. Make it fit your composition. Okay, now you have your composition. The next thing you should do is go to your rectangle tool, hold the mouse on it, and then you will get this menu. In this menu you have to select the ellipse tool. Just take your ellipse tool and draw the ellipse. It really doesn't matter the ellipse size or anything, just make it here and then go to your mask menu, and you're going to make it blend in. Mask feather, and make it, and just that is the tool that will help your image fade into the background. So fade it until it looks how you imagined it. So I faded mine like that. That's enough. So close the tool app and now lock your image. The next thing you're going to do is add your text. So to add text, you have go to your text tool, and as I said, I'm using a special font. I will be putting a download link into the description for all of you that want to use it. Write your text. Now write your text and see what you can do with it. I'm just going to try and fit mine into the composition nice, and I'm gonna skip to the last point of fitting the text because it took me some time to make it fit. Okay, now I'm done messing with my text size and all of that, and I started selecting what color I want for my text. So I'm gonna test some colors. I'm thinking white is best for this occasion. When you're done fitting your text and selecting color, you are going to make some add some blur effect on our text. So to do that, you're going to select this tool. It's called Pan Behind tool, I think, something like that. And click on your text. When you click it, you'll get a little crosshair, red crosshair in a corner. Move it into the middle of your text. This will decide in which direction your text will move. When you're done with that, you have to select that your text becomes 3D and add some motion blur to it. to do that, you are going to need to check these two things out. So check the first box and the third box. Sorry. Okay, now we are done with that. Next, we are going to add our text pattern where and how it will move. So to do that, go to your text, open it, you'll find a transform part, open that, and go to the anchor point. And when you're at your anchor point, go and select this little stopwatch thing, click on it, and make your, this anchor point, click. Okay, next, increase your anchor point to a point where your text won't be visible anymore. Then move half a second mark and get your anchor point to a 0. Okay. Now, when you are done with that, you got some motion added to your text. To make that motion more realistic, we are going to put in our blur that we checked earlier. So to do that, you have to go to, just showing you that it is not natural when you play it like this. It's fine, but you can make it better looking. So to do that, this is the blur that we are going to add, and just click on this over here, and your blur will be added to your text. Let's try playing it now. It's hard to notice it, but it's very nice looking when you make it yourself. Yeah, here you can see it more clearly. Now we are going to add some more motion to our text, and to do that we are going to make another keyframe, and we are going to do that just by drawing your thing and putting it at a 3.5 mark and changing your anchor point, just lowering it, not much, but just lower it a little. That's it, and then move it again to a 5-second mark and drastically lower your anchor point so that your text gets a lot smaller. Okay, here you have the full motion. As you can see, it slowly gets smaller and it disappears into the background. You might have a problem with your second and third keyframe, and to fix that, your text might get bigger instead of getting smaller. So to fix that, you have to go on your keyframes, right click on it, select this, open it, and select here. You have to select here aligner and press K. Do that on both keyframes, and that should fix your problem if you get it. Okay. Now we are done with our motion, as you can see, but we are going to make our text slowly disappear on our third and our fourth keyframe. To do that, we are going to change the opacity of our text. So move your mark at a third keyframe and click on your opacity stopwatch. On the first keyframe, your opacity should be 100%, and on your second keyframe, make your opacity a 0. Like this. Okay, so let's see what do we have now. As you can see, it gets a little smaller, and it goes and disappears. Okay, now we are going to add more text into our intro. To do that, just your first text, just limit it to your last keyframe, like this. And when you're done with that, just go and Control D on your text to copy it. Move your second text that you want further or more in front of your first text, and make sure that they overlap. It will look more cooler if they overlap. So enter your text, your second text, and center it. And you can see all effects are copied on this text too, so you do not have to do all the job again. Okay, so I'm going to try and make it overlap more. As you can see, you can add a lot of more text, but I made my movie 10 seconds, and that's just enough for 2 layers of text. So if you want a longer intro, just make a longer composition. Okay, so now we are going to try and fit our overlapping, and also try centering our text a little more. Palgace presents, let's see, something like this. So let's play it. It goes away and sends appears and also goes away. And that would be all for today's tutorial. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope it helped you to make this simple intro, and don't forget to subscribe, and see you later. Bye.